Yo, how's it going, traders? Welcome back to another video here at Friday University. Be sure to like and subscribe real quick. VRNA, which had a huge gap up, as you can see right here on Friday. And I would like to mention that it did have positive news of sustaining a $200 million funding. Yes, $200 million. So it had a big gap up, which was from the $5 range all the way to 10. And it did, I think, primarily move up during the Friday market session because of a short squeeze, which predominantly occurred throughout the morning. But because of this huge sell-off in the afternoon session, I would expect it to continue to fall, especially because it has shown it can't sustain these highs in the past and go back to eventually the mean, which is around $5. My number 2 stock is IBIO. This has been a COVID runner, which had a pre-market gap up over here a long time ago in about February, late February, early March, and has continued to run up with sporadic volume since. In like the last 5 days, it just absolutely crushed it in Wednesday going into Friday. So now it's around $4. I would expect this stock to pull back just because of the periodic and inconsistent volume, especially when it gapped up here, it pulled back a little bit. So I would expect this stock to go to around 350, maybe even 320, just because that's the support. And in the long term, people won't be holding and buying this stock. If anything, I think I'm more bearish on it than anything. My number 3 stock is UAL, United Airlines. So the reason that I am looking at this stock is because they will have their third quarter earnings on 7/21/20. So this week, and I think it'll be terrible earnings, and that will result in a stock going down. But however, just because the earnings may be bad doesn't always result in the stock going down. But I think in this case, it will, to possibly 30, if not even below to 27.50, which you can short in this range and then have a huge buying opportunity on like the long term. So if it goes back down to 30 from 34, look for it to go up long term after the earnings. So it'd be a nice little bearish short term, bullish long term. My number 4 stock, who can forget about NKLA? And unfortunately, it did have a huge gap down going into the close of Friday's market session. I think that its run is done. I mean, this stock absolutely crushed it earlier, but now it's to a point where it might be overextended and it's really pulling back hard. So let's say it's at 40. I would expect a longer term kind of channel, like this kind of channeling from 40 to 45 range for a while. I don't see anything happening too much with it after or before the earnings. After the earnings, it might be tradable, but right now there's no clear evidence of the bulls or bears being in control. I'm going to avoid trading this stock. Thanks for watching the whole video. Those were my 4 stocks to trade this week. No more excuses. Now it's money time.